I'm so proud of you for that.
Maybe both. Maybe both.
I can
Stay
panic
positive.
at the same time.
I am planning on being relaxing at this time next week.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing off food.
I am very much planning on not being in panic mode at this time next week.
I am hoping. I don't know if planning is. I think planning is too generous for me at the moment, but I am hopeful that I will not be panicking this time next week. But yeah, so yeah, we're getting together tonight to just work on Origins prep, talk about how it's been going, ask for feedback if we need things that have feedback. Yeah, and providing advice if there's folks out there in Radioland who need help with their own Origins prep or convention gaming in general.
This is a face for radio. Sorry.
Own it. I like it.
May have been watching way too much Has Been Hotel with Jimmy.
I love Has Been Hotel. That music has no right to be as good as it is.
They have Alex Brightman and Christian Borle and Keith David and Erica Hannigan and
what's his name?
more other Broadway royalty than I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah. What's his?
It has every right to be that good.
Yeah. Oh shit. What's his? I love his voice. What's his name? Who plays Lucifer?
Jeremy Jordan.
Jeremy Jordan. That's what it is. I love him. He's so good.
Yeah. Although, Wiki, now that I've finally watched all of Smash, I do understand why you and Steve had so much trouble dealing with Jeremy Jordan at the beginning of Supergirl, or Steve at least,
Yeah.
because wow, that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
I mean,
guy.
he's not irredeemable, but wow, is
He's
he
not the worst of them, but
not even close, honestly.
That's
I mean, I like him a lot more than I like Derek.
producer guy, director guy. I mean,
Director guy, yeah.
yeah.
And you
Yeah,
know, the
that guy
thing
can
is,
go.
I like him as an actor.
Oh yeah.
Like I still maintain that not so much once you get into the sequels, but based on the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, there is an alternate take of that movie where James Norrington is the hero.
I mean, he's just trying to stop pirates.
And in that first movie, he is never, I mean, he's a little arrogant, but he's never a prick in that movie. He does several, like, genuinely decent and generous things throughout it. I mean, he is kind of bound by the social conventions of the time, and yeah, he believes that piracy is, you know, my job is to stop pirates. I'm going to stop them. But
Well, I mean, and, piracy was against the law, and it was, it wasn't like your friendly neighborhood pirates. They, murdered the shit out of people.
exactly, it's like we're not talking the Veggie Tales, the pirates who don't do anything, you know.
Yeah. Pirates are cool until they're trying to kill you.
Till it's your plunder
Until
they're trying to plunder.
That's
kill,
right.
murder, and rape your village. Yeah.
It's even in the song. We maraud and embezzle and don't give a hoot.
Yeah. Which is why it's so funny, because there is a Disney Junior TV show called Jake and the Neverland Pirates, which talks about how, a true pirate is brave and trustworthy and loyal and never takes things that don't belong to them. And I'm like, do you
that's
know
not how
what a pirate
words work.
is?
That's not what words mean.
no. The answer is no.
Man, I hope that pirate gets electrocuted.
I was just waiting for you to make that comment.
But yeah, what's everybody working on tonight?
Well, at the moment, I am just putting I'm three-hole punching all of the massive reams of paper that I printed off for my Disney adventure.
Character sheets. So many character sheets.
And then I'm going to be cutting up all of the paper minis for Shadow War. Having already done all of the paper minis for Disney.
It's so much work.
I'm turning my kidnapper scrap and scribblings into an actual typed out module and adventure. Haha.
I'm typing up adventure notes for Isaac and RC for the Titan City adventures they're running.
Oh, you,
So that hopefully they have enough time to study them before they have to run them next week.
random aside.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
And Puppy's Great British Bake Off game is coming together and looks to be interesting.
Oh, right. You guys got together on Sunday, didn't you?
Did some talking. And did one thing to try and help her out, which was narrowed it down and focus. Because she's looking at the entire Eminem character sheet. And I'm like, so tell me what they're going to do. So we did some walkthroughs, some mock-ups, and like, want to do this, and this is how it'll go, and do this, and went great. So we don't need all of this. Let's make this easier for you and your players. She went, I can do that? I went, you absolutely can.
You can do that? Yeah, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Like, we can pare this down to where you're not worried about it, they're not worried about it, and you just go with the flow. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a blast.
I think
will-
it will.
I
Yeah.
still encourage anyone who, if you've never ran a game, give it a shot.
Even if it's just once to see if you hate it.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, buddy. Oh, you want cheese puffs? I can bring them here. Declan just says hi to the stream.
Hi, Declan.
Yeah, you know, it's like the thing that I always want to remind people is like, you know, they say, well, I can never be as good of a GM as this person. It's like, how do you think this person got started?
They started.
They started.
Yep.
And I'll bet you anything that if you could go back and see the first game run by amazing GM of your choice, you would go, oh, well, that could have been better.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
the thing is you don't have to be either of the Matts.
No.
Like, there are other ways to run games. Like, you need to find the way you like to do it, and find the players who like to play the way you like to do it.
Yeah. I started off as an 11-year-old pulling the legs off my PCs.
That tracks.
That really does track. Like, 100%.
Then
The
I
more
got
things
nicer.
change, the more they say the same.
I've graduated to other limbs. Or bits.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Jason's
all...
waiting to lose his arm.
Leave Jason's arm alone!
I'm taking it. I'm taking that arm.
Alex is
You do
just
it.
dead set and determined to make a real boy from all the parts he's borrowed from other PCs.
That's literally the plot of Multiverse of the Master Mage. Especially if you guys keep messing with Adrian's plans. He's going to be like, all right, I'll just use all your body parts instead.
I'm just saying, if he gets a tail, Mom Lobster's coming for him. And I don't want that wrath.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
I don't need that smoke.
I kind of want Harper to punch Adrian in the face.
I mean, it could happen.
Just Harper on one side and Security on the other, playing volleyball with his head.
So, are we streaming?
We should be.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Hanging
Yeah.
out on the good people at YouTube's. Hi, YouTube.
Nobody's in chat yet, but we are streaming.
To be fair, they're not used to us being on time.
Right.
Hey, now. You're not wrong, but that's very hurtful.
I also need to make 7 cops tonight.
What?
I need to make 7
need to do what
cops
to
for
who?
one of my other for one of the games RC's running.
Oh.
7 different cops or the same cop 7 times?
I should just make the same cop 7 times. That'd be funny.
I mean,
Yep. Make the same cop 7 times, give them different names, and then just in each one put like one random thing that's different. One guy moves faster, the other guy has a bigger gun.
I mean, that's how I make the bat sidekicks. I make one of the bat. I make like Nightwing first, and then I move out from there. Just make little tweaks. At least when I make them all at the same power level.
so what are your thoughts on that for a convention game?
I'm
How important is it to put everyone at the same power level?
I don't think it's super important as long as you design the adventure with that knowledge in mind. Like it's really easy for the GM to just have the high power level characters do all the cool stuff if they don't leave anything for the low power level characters to do. But on a whole, I prefer playing as everybody at the same power level, so that's why I think I prefer running as well.
You know, weirdly enough, where we've done a lot of, including PvP events with differing power levels, I usually find that the lower people drawn to the lower power level characters do the more interesting things. Well, a lot of times the ones like, I want the big powerhouse, they tend to go, all right, your turn. I punch, I done, I move.
True.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an odd thing.
I
That's
mean,
not
both
totally
can be
true.
fun in their own way.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you just want to punch something really hard.
And sometimes you want to punch somebody really far away, so you need a boxing glove arrow.
Exactly.
Henry doesn't understand the science behind that.
There's no science behind it. It's about wanting to punch someone who's really far away.
I called that out in Henry's opinion about Bowman.
I saw that. I approve. You ate it all? All right. Well, stream, I'm going to stay logged in, but I'm going to vanish for a few minutes and go and get my son into a bath. But I'll be back.
That feels important.
I mean, arguably.
Who needs clean kids?
Declan, do you need a bath? Yeah. Can you tell them I need a bath? See,
heard it here.
Uh-oh.
who's going to argue with that?
I think Loki also needs a bath.
Loki almost certainly needs a bath, but he's not getting one. So I'll be back.
We'll be here.
I want chocolate ice cream.
You want chocolate ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get that in the bath.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Guess
Oh.
somebody's going to the kitchen before the
It's
bed.
in the
We can
chocolate.
still hear and see you.
Yeah, I want chocolate
I haven't left.
Oh, okay.
food. I eat real food.
Man,
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
real
go get some ice cream and run a bath. That sounds like that's...
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us here at the Untold Stories Project. It's been a blast.
What? I
Treat
don't
yourself.
know. Alex, maybe we're making this a different kind of stream, huh?
Welcome to USP After Dark. Terms and services be damned.
Your favorite hot tub streamer, Alex Thomas, everybody.
Oh dear. Don't tell my wife. Yeah, I know 3 of these characters. I know one of them is going to be the werewolf cop from Titan City because he's the first ever monster police officer. One is going to be a seer because I think that's a really cool power set for a police officer to have in a magic setting. And one is going to be their DMA handler because they need one of those to go do monster stuff. But I don't know the other cops yet. And they're power level 6, so they're not super powerful, but...
Are these the player characters or are they NPCs?
The player characters.
Okay.
So they're the Brass Templars. They're the monster they're the detachment that solves monster problems of the police department.
They're the ones with the guns that do the thing.
The police
With
procedural.
The the gun that Kate had with the Mage Breaker bullets.
Yes.
See, I take notes.
The
There it
Mage
is.
Breaker bullets, yes.
So TCPD MCSI. Yep.
Yeah, that's the goal we're going. I'm really excited about the story too. So I've created a situation that's going to be very tricky to navigate. The heroes get called into a small town outside Titan City by local PD because they don't have the resources to deal with this monster crap. And they find out that a congregation has forgotten most of their happy memories. And they're pretty sure that they've been fed on by some kind of monster, and the heroes have to track down the creature and figure out why it's doing what it's doing, and if they should stop it, for spoiler reasons.
I mean, it sounds like they should probably stop it, whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, but what the heroes don't know is that the priest brought the monster into the community to eat their bad memories, but the creature started getting sick because it's not supposed to eat bad memories, it's supposed to eat happy memories. And when it tried to just say, hey, I can't do this anymore, the priest tried to kill it, and then it ate the memories of a wedding that was taking place there. So now nobody remembers getting married there.
I mean, I kind of feel like the memory eater monster is kind of the good, not exactly the bad guy in that situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to put on them. So they've got to be like, well, what do we do? Because really, it's just eating. But the priest doesn't remember imprisoning the monster because the monster tried to take its memory of his memory of it entirely. So the priest called the cops on himself.
Good job, sir. Good job.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want it to just be a police show up and fight everybody kind of a story. It doesn't help I've been watching Bones for the first time the last few weeks.
Oh, for the first time. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I've been enjoying it.
Look, there's some stuff that happens in the later seasons that sure is stuff that happened.
Oh, no. I'm not there yet. It's still good.
Well, no, it made my wife buy a new car.
Which one?
Oh, Bones.
What new car?
It's when she bought her Ford Explorer because someone in the show died. I know a lot of people died in the show, but someone specifically died, and she went grief shopping and came home with a new car.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I still give her crap about that to this day.
Are we? What's it?
Yeah, that
I don't know how to ask. Okay.
I'll take my headphones off for a second.
The
we talking-
lollipop.
Okay.
But I got it.
Uh-huh.
What are we even talking about?
So Alex started watching Bones, and I mentioned that because a particular character in the show died, my wife grief shopped and bought a new car.
I must be heartless. I don't remember anyone's death who bothered me that much.
Alex still doesn't have headwinds on. Sweets.
Oh, yeah, okay, that was kind of bad.
All right. I want to let Alex know that it's okay, but it's funnier if I just make him hold his headphones for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
You're okay. You're fine. I was wiki messing with you.
Oh,
I'm gonna say when Alex watches the replay, he'll understand how long we were messing with him.
that's fine. I can't watch the replay around this part anyway. I don't want spoilers.
Oh, that's true. You can't.
He'll never know.
I'll find out after I finish the show in a year and a half.
You won't remember that you're supposed to go back and look.
No, I won't.
No, you really won't. Anyone watching Acolyte?
I haven't started it yet, but it's on my list.
No, I'm probably not going to get to watch it until after Origins is over because I've got, pressing concerns.
Yeah, that's the boat I'm in. Although I feel like I should be watching it so that the bad people who like Star Wars don't win.
Oh,
Whatever. They can go fuck themselves.
well, the problem is that that's exactly it. They should just go fuck themselves, and they're being whiny bitches about. But no, there's no white people.
Yeah, I wish
Not
there
the
was
lack of-
somebody in the world who hated Star Wars more than Star Wars fans.
Right?
I mean, that's anything, honestly. People like to hate.
But it seems to be especially bad with Star Wars fans. I mean, it is everything. I agree, but Star Wars fans kind of take it to an extra level.
I don't know. Comic book fans ain't great.
Oh no, they're not.
Trek fans ain't great.
I guess it seems like maybe just that the noise to signal ratio is better.
Mm.
Like, there are absolutely people just as bad in every fandom, but it feels like the Star Wars whiners are the most vocal. Although the MCU misogynists are up there.
Yeah, they've been so noisy lately. I'm like, do you mind? Just chill out.
Well, I just want to know, and I understand that, award shows are political and not always an indication of ability, but I don't know a lot of Best Actress award-winning actor, or, Best Actress award-winning actresses who I would say can't act.
Yeah, well, it has nothing to do with that.
No, of course it doesn't. It has everything to do with she doesn't smile enough and she won't fuck them.
And she has the gall to make that abundantly clear. But ask us again, why the bear?
I don't have to ask. I understand.
Henry and Eddie are glad you agree about the bear situation. We also think Cassian should pick us.
Is that even a thing? Like, I know it's a one-sided crush, but it is entirely one-sided.
It's
isn't it?
entirely one-sided. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, did I just miss something from Kat?
No, it's all Henry's thing.
Yep.
And he's embarrassed to talk about it because he's a teddy bear and he shouldn't have romantic interests. But
Hello, hello.
I really should have put Henry and Eddie on small bases.
How did you miss
they-
that?
Are they smaller than their base?
I missed that, Jemmy, because I didn't make any small bases for Shadow War, and Henry and Eddie would be the only ones that needed a small base until it occurred to me today that I need to do bases for the Brady Bunch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gruck needs a small one too.
It took far too long.
Pretty good.
He's small sized. I mean, he's not as small as the drones or Eddie, but I don't know.
We found our apples.
Are they real?
No, fake.
Oh, good.
About to drill a hole in them and put one to a cane.
I mean, you could have done that with a real one.
Carnivals do it all the time.
Funny enough, we made that while I was talking to my mom about this earlier today. She said she joked about I should put a real apple on it, and then just like partway through while interacting with someone, take it off,
Eat it.
take a bite out of it, and put it back on.
That's a power move I don't want to be a part of.
Oh, that's what I said. I said I feel like I would, if that happened
Your
to me,
instinct.
I would have psychological damage dealt.
Yes,
I would-
but you should be the person who deals it. That's what Alex does. He gets ahead of the psychological damage by being
So no,
the
I
one
have
who
lots of
gives
apples
it.
now. And by lots, I mean
You
5.
do-
I got you,
Um,
Diz.
You
Apple.
think we don't know what you're doing, Alex, but we do. We see you.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
All right. Now I'm going to give him his bath.
No,
Good to be seen.
And ice cream.
No, I gave him the ice cream. Which then was backfiring because then there was chocolate ice cream in front of me, and I was like,
Hey, Jemmy, you
Yes.
should ask your dad if he meant to turn the camera off.
he probably did not think that far ahead.
I think he
You
said
may
he was
wanna-
going to stay on, but maybe he just meant to,
Yeah,
screen
because
up.
the
Maybe at least-
last time he changed it, he turned the camera off so it was just a picture.
Yeah, one sec. Let me go ask him that.
Uh-huh. You know, just in case a small boy comes out of the bathtub.
Running.
Yeah,
Soapy and slippery.
and unclothed down the hallway.
Oh, yes, they call him the street. Woo! Yeah. Look at it, look at it. Fastest thing on 2 feet.
Yeah. Downstairs. All I brought up were the apples. The bag was down there. What do you need? I have no idea what's on that.
Alex, you made this up. You should know the colors of the spellcasters.
You know what? Sometimes you forget stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's like 16 of them.
I mean, to be fair, you did that to yourself.
Yeah. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
We know.
Welcome back. I realized something. So it was the first time trying on makeup, doing it ourselves. I'm very bad at eye makeup.
Everyone is very bad at eye makeup.
And it's your first attempt.
I'm especially bad at eye makeup because my eyes are scared of things being close to them.
That's why I'm bad with having people put on my like mascara, so I have to do that myself. I was fine with the mascara, funny enough. The eyeshadow just worked out really badly. And the eyeliner only looks even semi-okay because both wings were deciding to do something different. And I just kind of combined the two into one. And then as I'm sitting here going, wow, this makeup sucks, we go to Michael's and an employee as we walking up with my apples. Michael's my best friend, had apples. Joanne just, did not. She was like, oh, I love the makeup. And I was like, you're lying. This is the first time. See, I have 5 apples. I only need, hopefully, 1. Yeah, that'll work. I will need to paint this black. So is everyone excited?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting close to the point I could be excited. Instead of annihilated,
Mm-hmm.
nervous,
Uh,
crying internally.
I guess it's better than crying externally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm just the moral support here. I don't have to write anything.
How dare you?
Uh-huh.
Really? I know.
Ha 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 ha. Wah ha 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 ha.
Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Almost like I know I'm not in the mind space where I could do things like this.
Sure you could.
I mean, I guess, yeah, theoretically I could, but also theoretically I can survive school when I'm running on, like, still not recovering from 2 years before that, and that hasn't gone well, so.
That's fair.
My friends don't understand my enthusiasm about finding these apples. I feel like I should open the Twitch just to see if anyone's, like, sending messages.
Feel free. I'm on the YouTube's doing the same.
Yeah, so far I don't have anything on my end, but that could just be an internet problem on my end. I see somebody in the chat.
Got it.
Hello.
I'm not gonna out them though.
I will. I can't out them. Never mind. I would out you if I could. Sorry, person.
Rude.
I am not as nice.
You should be nice to this person because they're very nice.
I believe they are. I love everyone. Our life is very behind, though, funny enough.
Why's your life behind?
I think so. Well, it's still showing, like, when I first hop on, and it's been a bit since I first hopped on.
Hmm.
I like the background, Deuce.
Thank you. One of our particular people on this call went through a lot of work to build his city and showing off the good work.
what are we talking about now?
I
Pine
just
City.
said I liked Deuce's background.
There's a map. A map.
Cities.
Oh,
Cities built on rock and roll.
We built this city.
And pain.
We built this city on rock and lore.
Rock and lore.
Yeah. I was worried about myself with black lipstick, but I actually am kind of starting to dig the look.
It's classic for a reason.
well, I'm now distracted as I'm trying to think of different lyrics when we built this city.
Huh?
Now that you said it, I was like, type. Huh. I've just gone through the lyrics in my head and just like, nope, can't, nope. Focus you.
Huh?
So hey, chat. If
Oh,
you are
yeah.
considering coming to the
We should probably post that in announcements too.
yeah, we will.
Yeah. I'm going to email it to the people who are signed up as well. Because I can
Alright.
email our participants directly with additional information.
Nice. Mm.
Which again is a flaw with the tabletop events system. Because we're all listed under with Alex as the organizer. But that means that the individual GMs cannot like see their participants or send a message to their participants. It all has to go through one person, and that is a flaw.
Yeah. But what else can we do about it?
Want them to program their system to allow secondary organizers.
We also want their system not to crash the minute they open registration.
I mean, we want a lot of things.
It was better this year.
It was only broken for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is, no joke, a step in the right direction.
Understandable, but also still frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, last year it wasn't that it was broken, it was that you could only register for one event.
Yep. Apparently I was not born to watch Twitch.
So I'm here, but since I'm going to have to hop up to go back to my son's bath, that's why my video is still off.
That's fair. Hey, it's our channel's birthday on YouTube.
Oh my god!
So many birthdays.
Yeah, that's right. It's also Brandon's birthday of Something in the Dark fame.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon's known for a lot. This.
Why does building characters take so long? I don't understand.
Why does what?
Building
Building-
character sheets take so fucking long.
Does?
It does.
Okay. By the by, Alex, I tweaked Ogden character sheets, son.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because
What'd
we
you
had
change?
talked. Well, we had talked about making one the sidekick of the other.
You know, I thought I remembered that after I finished all the work.
Yep. So they were both 25 points too expensive.
That's okay. I found I was just throwing random things in. I didn't need that many points. So I was like, maybe I'll just
I
make
kinda
them lower
thought so.
power level.
Yeah, I kind of thought that was the case. So well, they're both still PL10. They're just PL10 125.
Mm-hmm.
Which, incidentally, if you're ever trying to play Mutants and Masterminds and you want to make a character who is essentially two characters that are equal in power, at 150 points, 25 points in the sidekick gives you a 125 point sidekick.
Nice.
You know, I do enjoy seeing how different people make that kind of dual character. Because there's so many other ways to do it, but I genuinely find it interesting how some of those are set up.
That's right. Alice has the Jabberwock with so many points.
We love the pudding snake.
We love playing Snake. Pudding Snake does not love us in return, but
I think that's a lie.
I think he
he
likes us.
doesn't love us.
I think he
He
does.
does not love us.
Pudding
Mhm.
Snake is like my cats. He acts like he doesn't want to be cuddled and spooshed, but he's getting cuddled and spooshed, and he can fight it, he can thrash, but he loves it.
I mean,
Person in charge of the pudding snake, I can assure you, he does not.
as I said, the way I've always described it is, Alice has the ability to order him and know that more often than not he will listen. She knows that's about where their relationship ends. She will still be like, yeah, he's my little guy, he's my pet. But she also knows that if it wasn't for the sword, he probably wouldn't listen to her at all.
Oh, he definitely would not.
Which is why she's very possessive of her sword.
Yeah. All right, so you think Gruk should be on a small base too?
Yeah, I mean, he's got shrinking 4. He's the same. Or
Right, so-
I think Henry and Eddie are shrinking 8, actually.
No, they don't. I looked at them. I was just looking at them. Maybe they did on a later revision of their character sheet, but
Maybe.
not the one that you gave me.
Yeah, they would probably be closer to tiny size in D&D terms, Henry and Eddie. Because they're like
Well,
half the height of a hobbit.
The nice thing is that at rank, at -3 size ranks, they can be literally anywhere between 3 feet and 1 foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and Henry and Eddie are 1'11" and 1'12". He gets an inch taller when he's Eddie.
Yeah, you know that 1'12" is just 2 feet.
Not to Eddie.
Okay.
I think we should be counting in meters and kilograms anyway, mate.
Yeah. Did you like my description of how to roleplay him?
Yes, it's perfect.
I need, whenever we go back to it, for Wildcard to be annoyed and be like, you're like 2 feet, and for him to be like, 1 foot, 1'12", and for Alex to just have the what moment. Like, I thought you were the smart one.
That's right, I am the smart one, Eyes.
All I know is I'm going to shove your one stone having butt clear across this place and don't be quiet.
I repeat, there's a reason why I had put in the, yeah, Eddie's much more entertaining, but as the roommate, Alex prefers Henry simply because Henry doesn't make them think they're gonna die in their sleep.
Oh, no. Eddie wouldn't kill you in your sleep.
Mm-mm.
He'd wake you up.
And then kill.
I don't stab anybody in the back. The front is such an easier place to get to the good bits.
Thankfully, that won't work anymore for permadeath, at least. I think we got that, right?
Yeah, but Alex doesn't know that yet.
No, they don't. Which means it'll be very funny when it happens.
So you're saying that Eddie needs to have a Wolverine Kitty Pride moment in the middle of the night? To
Kill
reveal
the
that information?
roommate, and then, like, I mean, it will take them a bit because their immortality is still slow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But yes, they would eventually come back, which they never really knew they were immortal before they even lost it. And they still don't know they're immortal.
You know, it's one of those superpowers that you really don't know you have until...
Until it's important.
I mean, like, how do you even, like, we joked about, like, how do you even think to test that? Like, unless you die in a way that it's like, no, there's no way I could just have somehow, like, survived that.
Calvin
Why do
says
you think
Twitch is
Larry-
being laggy.
Why do you think Larry doesn't know that he can come back? He's never died, but he knows it.
I mean, that's why Heroes had Claire discover her healing abilities because she was suicidal.
And the
See, that
writer's
would-
strike ruined that show.
Huh?
The writer's strike really hurt that show.
The writer's strike killed that show.
Yeah.
Think about that, people who want to use AI.
I mean, Heroes is almost up there with Game of Thrones in terms of something that started off so promising, and then by the end, people are like, I am fucking done with you.
Why is my upload speed so slow?
I mean, no one will ever match the level of what show that Game of Thrones had, but
Yeah, it was really sad they never finished that show.
the whiskey was good though.
House of the Dragons hasn't been bad yet, though. I liked the first season of that.
I say it's still in its first season.
Game of Thrones wasn't bad until it was bad. So
What was that?
I think Wiki said Game of Thrones wasn't bad until it was bad.
Right, yeah. Well, Game of Thrones wasn't bad until they outstripped where Martin had written in the books.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh shit, now what?
well, honestly, for me, it was mostly the last episode. It was like, how do we undo all of the character development and everything we were setting up in the first 5 seasons just completely? How do we do that? Oh, okay. How about this and this and this?
I mean, I agree, but I feel it was one episode. I felt like it was that entire season.
A lot of people felt the way about The Walking Dead too.
I checked out of The Walking Dead long before its last season.
I think it was Negan is when a lot of people just seemed to go, I'm good.
Well, so my issue with The Walking Dead,
Mhm.
and I say this as someone who fundamentally loves zombie stories, was that I realized that The Walking Dead was just a slow motion snuff film.
Wow.
There,
Amazing.
and let me explain. There was never going to be a happy ending for The Walking Dead.
Think, can you have a happy ending for that kind of show?
You could, in theory, yes, you could have a show where ultimately humanity does build back from the zombie apocalypse and maybe even learn something from it. But that wasn't the story they were going to tell. And somewhere around season 3, that really clicked with me. I was like, the longer I watch, the more it's just going to be a slow attrition of characters I like being murdered. And there's never going to be a payoff. There's never going to be a, hey, look, they accomplished something meaningful. Because they didn't even, I mean, even their short-term wins were only short-term wins. It's not like they even could be like, well, we went through all these sacrifices and yeah, life is still terrible, but we've got our own society that's actually stable now, you know? Like, no. Even every attempt at society that they built, and maybe this changed later on, but every time we saw them attempt at something like building a society, it's like, and there it goes to shit. And I was just like, no, I'm good. I don't need to watch another 30 seasons of this. I can check out now.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey,
Hey.
Calvin.
Hello from the void.
Kelvin,
Bye.
What? No more Bowman at the beach.
I haven't seen you in forever.
Since
Gemstar.
Gemstars?
Since the end of
Oh
Gemstars.
my gosh.
Since you've been gone.
I can't breathe.
Time does indeed fly.
Apple.
I believe it was the philosopher Smashmouth who said the years start coming and they don't stop coming.
Truly a man of before
Your
his
glass
time.
is off for that joke.
I'm cleaning them.
Okay. It tells me that there might be an apple with your name written on it, so I can toss it at you.
Oh.
Do you want it to be a real apple or a fake apple is the question.
Whichever one is least likely to concuss me is my preference.
Probably the
Would
fake.
be- That would be the fake apple, since
That
they're
would be the
typically
fake
made
apple.
of foam.
They're hollow. Yeah. They're not made of foam. They're wood. Like balsa wood.
Yeah. Yeah, though. But I mean, if I give you a real apple, then I'm giving you free food, and that means food you don't have to buy at the con.
Hey.
That can make one of your meals at the con, which means isn't expensive or unhealthy.
I'm so excited for next week.
One could be apple roulette, where there are 6 apples. One of them is edible. The other 5 are pain.
Who is familiar with Ryan Choi?
Yeah.
No.
That's Dr.
What?
Light?
No.
No,
No.
it's
No,
the
that's
Adam
the Adam.
3.
It's
Oh,
the second,
Adam 3. Yeah, I don't know Adam 3.
third. One of the Adams.
Yes. What advantages should he have? Do we think? Currently, I have evasion, inventor, move by action, and well informed.
I mean, that sort of feels like a good list.
Maybe uncanny dodge.
Yeah, maybe hide in plain sight.
Yeah, actually, I feel like any shrinker should have that.
Okay.
Father, I feel I need to call you out. Why is your photo centered on me? And my
Because
brother.
you're in the center of that
But
photo.
you're in the center of the photo.
Cool, but it has the rainbow effect. Like covering your face and mom's.
Yeah, but I couldn't zoom out any further on it, and I liked that photo of all of us. And
Okay.
Wait a minute. Ryan Choi suffers from a fear of heights and agoraphobia? That's horrible for a shrinker.
Wait, what's agoraphobia again?
Aversion
Fear
to
of
the
open spaces.
outdoors.
Oh my god.
When you get real little, everything's the outdoors.
well, maybe not the outdoors, but it is open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When you're really little, everything you were on becomes a height.
that's also true.
Yeah.
Put him on some scaffolding and watch his world implode.
He's also allergic to a plethora of items, including most alcohols, and suffers from asthma.
Yeah.
That's
Now I'm sad.
That is a terrible allergy.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a dweebier Adam than Ray Palmer in Legends of Tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah, now I'm
let's
sad
see.
thinking about Ryan Choi.
Honestly, Legends of Tomorrow, Ray Palmer is much more Ryan Choi than
Ryan Choi, then yeah.
Now, I would argue that the Flash, Ray Palmer, is more Ray Palmer than Ryan Choi. But once
Yes.
we get to Legends,
Yes.
it is much more drawn on Ryan's character.
Correct. Definitely.
In much the same way that lots of characters got somewhat boulderized during Legends of Tomorrow. And that's fine, because it was fun.
I miss that show.
I love
yeah,
that
no.
show so much.
It was so much fun. But
It was so
lots of
dumb
characters-
and so fun.
lots of characters though did get boulderized in that show.
Yeah. That's okay, though.
I mean, Damien Dark becomes funny.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
shouldn't have ever been funny.
No, he shouldn't have, but
Nope, I love it.
I love it too. But
We will never say a bad word about that man.
well, okay, but so here's the thing. I will never say a bad word about that man because Neil McDonough playing him was so delightful.
Mhm.
The character of Damien Dark should probably not be that charming and delightful. But Neil McDonough made him so charming and delightful that I was happy to watch it each week he was on.
Exactly. What we need is a USP Legends with a random assortment of heroes.
Who would be on our Legends of Tomorrow? 'Cause the
From
first
our
character
show?
I thought was Gator Man.
Yes.
I can
And-
see it.
I would
And
just think
here's
it's every character Calvin plays. That's our hero.
Legends of Calvin.
Calvin's of tomorrow.
Calvin's of Tomorrow.
Yeah. Aaron did it with me.
Well, writing that down.
Oh,
That's going on the
Write that
one
down.
shot list.
But no, if you're gonna put Gatorman on the Legends of Tomorrow USP edition, then clearly Crucible needs to be there too.
Oh God.
I feel like if anyone from the
Okay, but-
team,
I mean, he belongs
Here's-
there. That's.
I'll be right
100%
back.
Fair.
Who's the straight man of the group? Who's the one character? Who's the black canary? Who's the white canary? Who's the one normal person on the group surrounded by
Professor
absolute
Z.
morons?
Professor C.
Declined.
Bowman.
I don't know.
I
Bolt.
was
It's
Gotta
really
be one of the
tempted.
two.
Bolt.
I was
Bolt.
really tempted to
Oh,
say
no.
honestly, though,
It would be Bolt.
it would be Bolt.
It would be Jason 100%. You're like, how in the fuck?
Don't you work with my dad? Don't know. Who's your dad? He never mentioned you.
Bowman
Yeah.
is a kid.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought you were just a sidekick.
Been 6 months and he still hasn't returned my texts.
He's busy picking up more Hot Pockets.
Going through a tunnel in Barovia.
Going through the tunnel in Barovia.
Yeah, 6 months ago, my dad went out for Hot Pockets and he never came back. Yes, but then they're going to want to spend the whole adventure there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm finding a couple advantages I can put in, maybe